friends, so welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So today in this video, let's try to understand planet Jupiter placement in the 4th house of your Vedic astrological birth chart. What will happen when planet Jupiter comes and sits in your 4th house? And what are the kind of results this placement of Jupiter is going to provide you? Along with that, I'm also going to cover up the special aspects of the Jupiter, because Jupiter is going to aspect 5 places away, 7 places away and 9 places away. So what are the overall impact of this placement? Let's try to understand. See, first of all, let's try to understand planet Jupiter. See, Jupiter is a planet which is a significator of the Jeev Karka. It signifies all the living organisms, whether any human beings, any kind of a plant species, any kind of a fishes, any kind of a plants. These all things are connected by planet Jupiter. Apart from this, it is a significator of expansion and growth as well. So any kind of a growth and expansion, that thing is purely seen with planet Jupiter. Also, all the financial markets, it is a significator of your family. It is the significator of your money, wealth and fortune as well. And especially if you are a woman, then Jupiter represents your husband as well, because it is a Suhag Karka Graha. Suhag Karka means the planet which signifies your husband. The marital bliss or the kind of enjoyment and the happiness that you are going to receive after marriage, that thing is also seen from this planet. Actually, I'm at the it's world #1 paragliding site, so lot of air is blowing over there. Okay, so on the other hand, the 4th house, it is the house of your happiness, that is the Sukh Sthana. 4th house represents the relationship with your mother as well. Also the 4th house, it is the house of your homeland, the place where you originally live. So it represents any kind of a conveniences as well, any kind of a happiness which you are going to receive after acquiring a lot of materialistic things. So that thing is seen from the 4th house. Any kind of a career in the field of interior designing, decoration, home decoration, so all such kind of a stuffs are somewhere connected with the 4th house. So whenever planet Jupiter sits in the 4th house, first of all, Jupiter doesn't perform up to that much extent in the 4th house, because in the 4th house, the energy of the Jupiter, it is going to restrict you to take some kind of a decisions in your life. Because Jupiter in the 4th house, here your much inclination is towards attaining the spiritual knowledge. The person more and more inclination is towards acquiring the ancient knowledge, any kind of a spiritual knowledge, knowledge of the astrology, numerology and all such kind of things. And here Jupiter, in acquiring all this kind of a knowledge, Jupiter tend to don't be able to focus upon the other areas of the life. That is especially the wealth building, how to generate money, what is the importance of materialistic thing. So here Jupiter in the 4th house, it is going to give you lot of knowledge and gyan, but not be able to give you any kind of a materialistic things. Second important thing, whenever Jupiter is posited in the 4th house, your home or homeland, it is going to situate in the jungle kind of an environment, that is totally away from the hustle bustle of the 21st century. Like, because the Jupiter energy, Jupiterian energy, it is an energy which signifies any kind of rural areas, or any kind of areas where there is lack of advancement over there, or any kind of area where there are lot of spiritual sanctuaries, or any kind of mystical places, any kind of a place where there is lot of water present over there. So that is the energy of the Jupiter in the 4th house. And these individuals in the later stages of their life, they are going to find the wealth, property and home nearby all that kind of areas. Because the most important thing, 4th house, it is originally the health house of the Cancer, which is a watery sign. And Jupiter is aspecting the 8th house, that is the house of Scorpio, again watery sign. And the 12th house, that is the sign of Pisces, again watery sign. So here the Jupiter act as a Moksha Karka Graha, because these individuals initially, they are going to face a lot of struggles and hardships because of their family members as well, because of their home environment. They are going to face a lot of restrictions, because their philosophy towards life, it is not going to match with the 90% of the individual. Jupiter in the 4th house, the philosophy is going to be totally opposite. these individuals, they think in terms of helping other individuals, but whenever they are going for helping other individuals, the other individuals, they will not be able to appreciate them, like you are doing a good thing, you are helping others, so that is a very very good thing. So here, like, they have to receive a lot of criticism as well, especially this is the originally this house of the Cancer. So there are a lot of emotional imbalances, that thing is purely seen in their home life as well, and that is why the 10th house of the career is also going to suffer a lot. Although Jupiter is going to give you a lot of knowledge, wisdom, and the optimism in whichever house it is going to aspect. So in the 10th house, it is going to give you a lot of wisdom, optimism in the house of the career, but it is not be able to going to give you the money and the wealth perspective, because here lot of the issues, lot of the dealings, they are purely connected with helping others, helping the family members, raising a family, do this thing and that thing. So in that way, they will not be able to concentrate much upon the career life, and that is where the sudden emotional ups and downs are purely seen. Although even if this Jupiter is exalted, I will tell you, you have to face a lot of obstacles and challenges in your career environment. Apart from this, even if this Jupiter is debilitated in the 4th house, then let me tell you, it symbolizes a divorce, or the chances of 2 marriages are present in your chart. And apart from this, this Jupiter is not good for your health, especially the diabetes, any kind of a high cholesterol, heart related disease, that things are purely seen if the Jupiter is not well dignified in the 4th house. So you must have to gain control over your eating habits as well. So that is going to be very beneficial for you in the longer run. With its 5th aspect, it is going to aspect your 8th house. So in whichever house Jupiter is going to aspect, it is going to expand the Karak Tattva, or the significance of the 10th house. So the 8th house, it is the house of sudden ups and downs in your life. So that is why a lot of ups and downs, that thing is purely seen with this Jupiter. Although this Jupiter is very very good if you want to learn astrology, numerology, or go into any kind of a medical field, then this Jupiter is going to support you fully. But if you want to go into the technical field, then this Jupiter will not be able to give you that kind of a strong foundational figures. Because with its 7th aspect on the 10th house of the career, it is not necessary like you are doing to do the career in the same field in whichever you have taken the education. Like there are highly likely chances that you will take education in some different field, and your career environment, that thing is going to be totally opposite of that thing. So you must have to be very flexible and adaptable in that measures as well. Apart from this, with its last aspect, Jupiter is aspecting your 12th house as well. And 12th house, it is the house of the imagination. That is the house which is in tuned with the some higher divine source of energy. So here these individuals are going to extract a lot of intuition as well. Like they are the kind of individuals, their mind or that kind of a far-sightedness approach is always present inside them. If you ask them to like specially guess anything, they will guess maximum time very correctly, because Jupiter is having that kind of a intuition. It is not necessary whether they have the complete knowledge regarding the that field or not, but the support of the 12th house, that thing is also going to be present over there. And as it is going to expand the 12th house, it is the house of your expenses as well. So initially it become very very difficult for these individuals to control their spendings as well, because these are the individuals who are very charitable in their approach. Like whenever they see any person suffering from something, they are going to help him. Like they are going to spend a lot of money in helping other individuals. Although that is a good thing, but in the backside, their Jupiter is not going to give you that kind of a financial building block in your life. So you must have to be very very careful, especially while investing money or while spending your money, because you already know Jupiter is aspecting the 12th house. It is expanding my expenditure as well. So you must have to gain control over your expenses as well, and try to save and invest as much money as possible in your life, because that thing is really going to be very very helpful for you in the longer run. Apart from this, in the 4th house, it is the house of your happiness as well. So you will only find happiness if you tend to seclude yourself from the other hustle bustle area. Like especially if you tend to live alone, then you are going to discover the real energy of this Jupiter. then there are highly likely chances that this Jupiter may going to take you in some kind of a financial industries as well. I have seen lot of mutual fund and hedge fund managers who are having Jupiter very well positioned in the 4th house, because that is the original house where Jupiter feel exalted, because here Jupiter find its own Sukhsthana, the kind of happiness and joyness which Jupiter feels in the 4th house. Nowhere in the chart the Jupiter is going to feel that kind of a happiness. Although it is going to be a very tricky placement, like it is not necessary all the results which I have told you regarding Jupiter placement in the 4th house, these things are going to happen every time, because let me tell you, the sign placement of the Jupiter also plays a vital role, and you must have to check the sign of Sagittarius and Pisces in whichever house these two signs are posited, because Jupiter is going to extract the energy from that houses as well. So from that area of your life you have to receive a lot of happiness as well. Apart from this, you must have to check the Jupiter placement in your D9 chart as well for understanding the true picture, like what is the true dignity and the strength of the Jupiter, before giving any kind of a predictions. I'm just talking about the generalized prediction of Jupiter placement in the 4th house without any mutual aspect or conjunction. So that's it guys from my side in this video. I hope you like the analysis. If you have any queries regarding your Jupiter placement, do contact me at my mail ID. I will respond you back within 48 hours after receiving your email. So till then, please subscribe my channel below and make sure to hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video. I will meet you very soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye and take care.